Okay, so it's 3:15. It's so weird. I can't believe it's 3:15. I've been up since 12:30, but it seems like time's kind of going fast today. Sometimes it got, well, I don't know. To me, it'll start going real slow, then it'll start going real fast. It seems like it has like, yeah, peaks and valleys in the daytime or something. But I just saw a video of that movie Interstellar. So that one movie that I talked about before, I've talked about it a few times, and I don't know that I said the name right. But it's called Interstellar. It has Matthew McConaughey, and it's the one that I said that how they show him when he's like stuck out of his reality and he's going to these different like time, because that is how you time travel, is going to different spaces in time, because all things are happening, and so you can go to those different things. It's only in our reality where something is a past or future or a side, but everything is got its own thing happening. And so, yeah, that's trippy too. Oh, it's trippy because you'd think, since it was just a going, that we would be here, but it's just like, oh man, this is hard to explain. Um, it's like, oh, okay, you know how I say like we are on a ride, right? Oh, fuck, I don't know. Okay. Okay. So I said like we're on a ride. This is like a snapshot of the ride. So we are a part of the snapshot of the ride, and that takes up a space that it can be entered or exited. Like you can come in or out of it, and depending on like different abilities, like that is why we are always trying to expand ourselves, our essence, our soul, because to me it's like you have more things you can do, more places you can go, and because you can't go above your vibration, and and there's got to be ways to expand your vibration. And it's just crazy because we have beings and stuff that are so ancient that theirs is so expansive. But the thing is what that makes it is that lack of judgment, and that's what keeps us trapped. And that is what we're trying to break free from. That's what we're trying to notice for ourselves. And one way to stop being so judgmental towards others is stop being judgmental towards yourself, and to realize like everything is okay. Like you aren't better or worse than anybody. There's nothing wrong with you and all that stuff. The more that you can realize that, then the more that you can accept and expand and stuff. But like these beings, yeah, they set the tone for a certain vibration, and then we are like trying to achieve, like we are working towards expansion, like, but it's like we're the worker bees or something in the yeah, in the honeycomb of the universe. And that is what an interstellar, how it has the honeycomb thing, and how he is going. You just have to watch it. It's hard to explain, but the thing that was getting me was the honeycomb thing and the realities, because that's how I am like shown it or see it. I will see it a lot. And when I saw that, then I was like, oh, that is like what it's like. But so then you would take each of those honeycombs and think of it as a snapshot of a reality. And these are all different levels, because this is on a certain level, because on this level, it's different. So that is how we experience this three-dimensional reality and stuff, because it's on a different level of experience of your consciousness. And so we are at this level, but we're also at other levels at the same time. But this level is, oh, man, this is, fuck, man, this is flooding my fucking head. I'm like, So, man, I thought I was going to talk about, oh yeah, there was something else I thought I was, okay, just a second. Like it's, like there's so much stuff. Um, so, because there's so many levels. And this is one thing too that always gets me is like, because, that I can't ever explain. I can only say it's like a radiation, it's like a gradation of a nucleus, but everything is the bleed out of everything else. It's like an ink blot that bleeds out. It's like everything comes from, and so then when you're looking at something, there's a lot to see, and then it's different levels and different periods of understanding, because a period of understanding would be like associated with like an age of learning and what it is you learn. So you, and it comes in like lesson forms and ages or something, and your period of time would be that period of time that you learned these things. And so the honeycomb would be, because see how we would see it here is we would see water, mountains, forests, and blocks of land mass, and then islands and stuff. So we would see it different than in this other level, like of a different state. Then you would see it as honeycomb, and it wouldn't just be like like it or like I don't know, like let's just say like you would see that in like the 4th to the 6th thing, you know, the dimension or vibration or something. Like if you took the waveform and you had all these different vibrations, like we don't see it like that. There'd be other ones that wouldn't see it like that. You'd be at a certain waveform that you would see it that way. That's what I'm saying, is like all of these are like where you can tune into on the waveform of perspective on different realities. In this waveform reality honeycomb business, we are the example of the experience, and then we also, on a different level, we get to come in and go through the experience. But see, like we're birthed into the experience, and others can enter the experience, and then it's more complex than that, because there's these other beings that aren't birthed in. Like this is it's so very interesting. Earth is very complex, it seems. I don't know, like all different realities are all different. Like we're gonna like think of that on micro macro, because that is what we're gonna turn this kind of world into. It's gonna be very very unique. It's gonna be a lot of unique communities that are gonna come from this. They'll be like, you know, those will be like realities. Those will be like things that we will go and see, different places and different realities, different creations that different groups of people will create in different communities and stuff. It's going to be really cool, I think. But, and it's going to be so much more creative. It's going to be so much more artistic. It's not going to be so stale, like how our, especially when you look at the old stuff that they burned down, how fantastic the architecture and stuff, the craftsmanship, and then they turned it into, they just started turning everything into stale concrete jungle. Just everything's so stale and no feeling. Like you just look at it, it just looks like another one. You don't really get some of those other buildings. You can look at them and it's like it gives you a feeling like, oh, you know. because you can feel the vibration, the artistry. So, yeah, everything about this reality that we are breaking free from has become a condensed, contained, controlled lab rat environment of yeah, there's lots of learning. I'm learning on all different levels. So I guess that's the main thing that we need to think of, and not, because we got to remember we're not victims. You know, we didn't come here thinking that we were getting something else. We came here knowing what we were getting, but we came here because of the lessons that come with it, the growth that comes with the going through these things, and the expansion. It creates such an expansion in the universe of knowing and understanding. It's like every experience creates like a thought bubble in the universe. And a thought bubble can be accessed by any soul. So we all learn from each other. And so you can look at it in all these different ways, like thought bubbles, honeycomb, or whatever. But in that movie, anyways, I just saw a clip about it, about something else out of the movie. But since I saw the name of it, that's the movie I was been talking about before. When I was saying there's stuff in that movie that I definitely feel like is accurate over, like there's lots of movies I'll see and it's like accurate to visions that I'll have in my head, and then it's like, oh, see, this is more real. That's how a lot of this stuff, like, but that's where your discernment kind of is built from, is that, you know, that association and trust that you start to build, and not, you know, but they get people confused and thinking they're crazy, and they get people so confused over brain, how their mind works and how this place works and stuff. So anyways, but in the clip that the lady was showing, she was saying, like, isn't this just so coincidental? Is so same movie, and Matthew McConaughey, because I swear he's an astronaut or something, because he goes, oh no, he's some kind of a electrician or something, and they need him to go up in this spaceship or something. I don't know. I don't remember the whole thing, because something has to be done. But anyways, at this one part that she was showing, that it was the so he's out with his kids, and a drone comes and crashes. And so he goes over and starts looking at it and talking about it and stuff. And so then they're at a baseball game or something, and then the fog rolls in. And they all are put on stuff. Like the people, I don't know at what part, you know, if there's a part where they start realizing that people are dying or something, and then they start wearing them. And that's just a part of the clip I saw, that they were already wearing them. I don't know what got them to wear them, but so that comes in, and then it causes problems with the food and stuff like that. Like food can't grow, like it's real serious. It causes some kind of sickness and stuff, I think, which somebody in China, like a regular, not a Chinese person, looks more like American, Canadian, European or something. She is living over there, or visiting or something. She had a little kid, and they were at the park, and she was showing the park, and she said, you know, because the news over here is telling us that they're all fucking dying, the hospitals are full, they're bringing in the fucking fridge trucks again, all this crazy stuff. And so she's showing there, and well, everybody's just sitting around at the park, just nobody has these on, everybody's just sitting there chilling, it's real nice out. It was not at all like what they're showing us. So who knows, like there's so much manipulation and so much lies. But the Last Stand is this creation of America, whatever their shenanigans, you know, it's but their big thing, you know, making us sick, and they're doing it so hard right now. And I saw somebody talking about, now they're telling people that they've got the norovirus or something with the stomach flu. And I'm telling you, I'm just glad I don't have the vomiting. Thank you God, I don't have the vomiting. I had the nausea before, but I haven't been having that. But now it is like going to the bathroom, just water, but it is like acid and razor blades. Like it's insane how. And maybe it's just because it's just but it's like acid that created the problem or something. I don't know what the hell that is we're breathe, because it's all from breathing it in. It's not even. And I cough out a lot of junk. And I mean, you would swallow it, like you're outside, like definitely, you're breathing. Well, I don't know. Everything, I don't know. It's just like, fuck, man. It's just rough on the sickness. And then last night, I have been up, but I keep sleeping now during the daytime. Like whenever they go to sleep, I fucking go to sleep. And so I just get like little cat naps all day and all night. I'll go back to sleep they'll take see, after I finish this, even though they already ate, she'll want to eat again. Like it's I can't even, I just can't even get over this food thing. And so then it's like it's 10 hours to them or something. It's like they're fucking starving all the time. And so then I will, after they do their roundabout whatever thing that they'll do in the morning, then they'll all lay down, and then I'll probably go back to sleep for a while. Sometimes I gotta go back to sleep for a couple hours around 8 in the morning, but sometimes like around 10, or like, I guess it is around 8, I'll go to sleep and then get up like around 10. And then we go for a walk, and then it's like I come back, and then it's like, fuck, the day's almost over. I don't know what the fucking happens. It's so weird. It's like time all of a sudden shifts gears and it goes super fast. And another thing too that just trips me out. This is the difference to me of like being awake or not being awake. Because so those of us who are awake, I think, are paying attention to things in a different way or something. I don't know. But to see all this stuff about the polar vortex storm and stuff. And so then somehow it's like not going to be over here. I guess it's going over there. But so like Kansas is getting its ass kicked. It's going to go down Texas, and it said like the places that would be hit the hardest, I think it was Kansas, maybe it was Missouri and Ohio. I don't remember. But anyways, it's going to be those ridiculous temperatures, not 40 or 50 below like what they were saying a week ago. Now they're saying it's going to be like around 0 or single digits or something like that, which is cold. But what gets me is, what I kept seeing is because people share these news clips or whatever, and seeing the news saying that it's going to be super bad in these areas and on these roads, and they're going to have to close these roads down, don't be traveling and stuff like that. Like I know that the Kansas had shut down all the flights, or some airlines shut down all their flights or something. I don't know, it was affecting the flight stuff yesterday, which I don't know how, if it will keep doing it. I don't know. But what I just can't get over is how many people are still out there just driving. So Kansas has a big old disaster. It's like an ice rink, and people are sliding all over the place. They have to leave their cars. So you got this giant ordeal there. You got on some other one. Then I know like I-70 or something's got all sorts of issues. And the snow, nobody could drive, a blizzard, but they had said that there's going to be these serious ice problems because of the ice is the worst. I swear to God, it's so much easier to drive on snow. Driving on snow, I like better than driving on ice or driving on rain. It's only when it gets to be sludgy and it gets to be too like there's, when snow is first more there and it's more powdery, you drive on it, just kind of crunches and you kind of have more traction. But then as it gets really chewed up and it gets to a certain thing, especially when the weather starts getting cold, hot, or whatever, and it gets really sludgy and stuff, then it can kind of hydroplane you and pull you in a different lane real quick, and you can hit somebody and stuff. So it's a lot more like you have to be a lot more careful when it's like that. But ice, like you can't even, fuck. I was at school, I was at an art class in Spokane, and I had to go all the way over to, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm going to make it. I'm probably going to have to go to the bathroom. I don't think like, this is mental. Maybe I'll just start all the way back over. Fuck, I've already said a bunch of stuff. So, I'll do this one and go like, fuck, I just don't even know what to do. Like, because they're saying like this neurovirus that they're diagnosing people with or something, but then it's getting worse or something. It definitely, whatever's going on, it definitely gets worse. But also, I've been hit with it. Like, this is the 4th time, I think, where I've said, like, this weird stomach flu has come. Like, what the fuck? And so, and it's freaking rough, man. Let me think. Let me see if I can finish what I was saying. Plus the tiredness comes in waves, too. Plus, everything is so weird. God, I had the weirdest, I keep having the weirdest things. Yeah, so many weird things. Like, fuck, things are so weird right now. It's so weird. Man, people are, oh yeah, that is because all those people who are not paying attention and they're going out and they're having these disasters on the road and stuff, then it's like, but that is like their wake up. It's like their wake up call. But like sitting and watching, it's like, what in the hell? Why are you guys going out? Like, why not just wait until the road clears? Oh yeah, because so I went to go take this art class by this certain teacher, the watercolor guy. And so I had to go to this school that was kind of further away. So I was at this class. And then when I left, and it was in the winter, but I don't remember what the weather was like when I went. I don't remember it being like that they said, it's going to become icy. But whatever, when I left the school and I started trying to drive home, it was like a fucking sheet of ice the whole fucking way. And it was like thick. And your car, you had no control. You would just go right through the stoplight. It was the scariest fucking thing. And you'd like go a couple miles an hour, but it would start speeding up itself. And if you push the brakes down, you'll start spinning. That's one thing, is like people who don't drive in the ice and stuff, they do things like that seem like the right thing to do. Like if you start to go, to put on the brakes, but really you don't want to do that. You want to take your foot off the gas. You can try and gear down or something, but that can even, like, depending on how your speed or whatever, if like you're gearing down, like it's still like, because everything is so like sketchy. And so if you fucking, the best thing if you really need to stop is you gotta tap. You gotta go slow down as much as you can. Because if you just try and you're going and then you just try and put the brakes down to stop yourself sliding, you'll just start spinning. And you'll spin out and go, fuck. It depends on what the situation you're driving in, but it's dangerous as fuck. And it's, I don't know, like when I, in Spokane, we had tons and tons of bad winters. And, it mostly, like when you would see people out on the road, there would be like these SUVs and these trucks, and they always are full of fucking, full of themselves. And they're always, because they got 4-wheel drive, they think that they're, nothing can hurt them. You see them flipped all the time. You see them wreck all the time, but they get up their own ass. And so you see them out on the roads a lot. But even people, like, there's people there who don't even have 4-wheel drive. and they get stuck all over the place. Like, it's always an ordeal. But I just saw somebody in Texas talking about, this ordeal. It doesn't last very long. Their weather things, it'll come quick. But all these things are trying to cause such a problem. Like, they're trying to take us out and stuff. And so it's, it's a giant issue. And I've got a giant issue. I'm going to have to, like, I swear to God, every day, as soon as I finish, I have to run to the bathroom. But I thought, I could make it through. It's mental. It's like, I'm telling you, you take a drink and you got to go to the bathroom. And it's like you just drank acid or something. It's mental. And I drank that tea. And the tea, which I just saw things saying the algae will really clear out a lot of stuff. Cilantro will clear out a lot of stuff. It's so crazy with all these herbs, and there's so much with spices too. And I think that's why they want so much control over our spices. I think they give us the very watered down spices. And I think that because there's a whole thing with cayenne pepper, there's a guy who's talking about how much you can heal with the cayenne pepper. And that's what you want to take if you feel like you're having a heart attack or something. So there's so much with our spices and herbs and stuff. But the algae is supposed to really clear you out with all of the gunk and stuff. And the spirulina has algae, I'm pretty sure. And so, and the cloves clear you out. So, I know that it can also have to do with the tea clearing out all the toxins. But it's like it's all day. But I guess, I don't know, I've been drinking more tea because it's cold as fuck. And so I sit here, crochet, do dog stuff mostly. It's like if I get a break, sometimes I get so whiny to them too. Like, come on, you guys, give me a fucking break. God. Archie looks over at me because they know I'll start ranting about it. And they'll all go like, okay. Dogs know so much more than what they, than people realize. And I saw somebody, I don't know if it's a Chandler or what this person was, but they were talking about that, that dogs are here. Oh, it was something out of the Bible or something. I don't know what the hell it was out of. I don't remember. But he said dogs are here to help us through this, that they're here for this period of time to help us. And there's such a slaughter going on with the dogs. And see, that's murder. They are coming in to bring awareness to the crimes that are being, done, whatever, these criminals that are over there, like, and I'm sure it's worse than we think. I feel certain, I don't care what that girl said, that they take all these bodies to the dump. Bullshit. They are not wasting stuff. No fucking way, man. They're not killing all those dogs and then taking them and just throwing them out in the thing. No, they're taking them to wood or to meat, whatever those places are that get rid of bodies place. I don't remember what they're called. It's not just the meat packing place. It's something else. It's where you can go, like if you have a farm and you have a horse that dies and you don't have like anything that you can do like with its body, you can take it down there and they grind it up and then they put it like in dog food and stuff. Only really they're putting it in everything. That's the pink goo is made from this stuff. Anyways, I'll have to finish up in a minute. Sorry. This is where we're at in the world. Like, oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so I'll be back in a minute.